All right, we are here for the moment. Hold on. There we are. Okay. Thanks so much. Hello, everyone. Thanks so much for joining me tonight. Having some trouble with the monitor here. Don't know why. Okay, hang on. There's a... Sorry, we got some issue here. That should do it. There we go. All right. All right, sorry for the late start. We were having some sound issues and rushing to get those fixed, but we're here now. Let me know if you can hear me okay. Welcome to Away From Home. That is the name of our live stream for tonight. It's always good to have that. Let me just make one more adjustment here so that I can read the chat. There we go. So we're going to start off with a cover tune that blends in with the theme for tonight. Let me take this out. Yeah, that should do better. All right, this is an old Gordon Lightfoot song. This is Did She Mention My Name? It's so nice to meet an old friend and pass the time of day and talk about the hometown a million miles away. Is the ice still in the river? Are the old folks still the same? And by the way, did she mention my name? Did she mention my name just in passing? And when the morning came, do you remember if she dropped a name or two? Is the home team still on fire? Do they still win all the games? And by the way, did she mention my name? Is the landlord still a loser? Do his signs hang in the hall? Are the young girls still as pretty in the city in the fall? Does the laughter on the faces still put the sun to shame? And by the way, did she mention my name? Did she mention my name just in passing? And when the talk ran high, did the look in her eyes seem far away? Is the old roof still leaking when the late snow turns to rain? And by the way, did she mention my name? Did she mention my name just in passing? And looking at the rain, do you remember if she dropped a name or two? Won't you say hello from someone? There'll be no need to explain. And by the way, did she mention my name? All right, thanks so much. let's see, turn up the voice. I certainly can. Okay. I need to turn the voice down in my monitor because it's really overpowering everything else. All right. So thanks very much for joining me tonight. Welcome to Away from Home. And this is the show that I was supposed to do earlier this month, but I had to back out of it last minute because of sound problems that have ultimately been fixed, or at least I hope they have. Let's move on here. Okay. Let me take a second here. I gotta really, because the sound is all messed up for me tonight. I don't know why. Let me test out and see what it's like in the main mix. Oh my God, that sounds dead. I'm sorry. Sorry, but to me that sounds dead. Boy, oh boy, it never ends, does it? It never ends. Okay. Well, I guess that'll have to do. If there are no other real issues for you, then I'll bring this back to the monitor mix so I can hear what I want to hear. Once again, thank you so much for joining me tonight. I'll move on to another song that has to do with our theme tonight. This is one of my originals, my first original for the night. This is Chasing Her Dream. She takes her post at the supermarket, where she's been working since her high school years. Time goes slowly as the patrons come and go by, the constant tone ringing in her ears. Late at night in the darkness of her childhood, after she closes the store, she lies awake with her wings tucked into her blanket, wondering if there's more. Chasing her dream, wherever it may go, whatever it may be. Chasing her dream, to what it will lead. She's chasing her dream. She's chasing her dream. She packs her bags and she takes off running. Her goal is the California sun. She meets up with some old friends who have somehow ended up there too. They all know what she had done. Late at night she takes her little Jackie by the hand. He says she'll be okay. She can't see past the smirk that is her own reflection. She drowns the pain away, chasing her dream, wherever it may go, whatever it may be. Chasing her dream, heaven only knows to what it will lead. Oh, his eyes on her as she spins around. But he doesn't stop her as she lays her weary soul down. She lays her weary soul down. In the coolness of a Texas winter, her face holds a mortal stare. She always said she would find herself or die trying. No, no, but it doesn't end there. 'Cause late at night as the rain pounds on my window under the city lights, a little bird spreads her wings for the first time. The sparrow takes her flight. She's chasing her dream, wherever it may go, whatever it may be. She's chasing her dream. Chasing her dream, she's chasing her dream, she's chasing her dream. All right, thanks again. Thanks again so much. That was Chasing Her Dream. This is a song about being on the road pursuing music, which is always a noble occupation. This was written by Mark Orelli, who I just saw in concert on Friday night. He didn't play this song, but he puts on a hell of a show. I saw him out in New York City on this past Friday night while I had off. All right. This is Forest Song. Weathered stones I fished out from some rushing mountain stream. Yellowed books with dog-eared pages, wildflowers pressed between. Postcards from every place where I laid me down to sleep. Little souvenirs to remind you of me. Oh, the road is not your friend, it's just the means to an end. How I wish I could take you along, but I take it all on faith. You'll understand someday why I did all I did while I was gone. For a song, I catch a glimpse, a glint of something shining somewhere in the great unknown. And like a beast, I chase it over hills and mountains, valleys, rivers, till it's cornered on a scrapbook paper, on a bedside table in some cheap motel, while the highway drones. Sometimes it feels like church, sometimes like I'm the last man on earth, just a voice howling out into the darkness. Oh, the road is not your friend, it's just the means to an end. I'll be home late, don't wait up, just leave the light on. But I'll take it all on faith, you'll understand someday why I did all I did while I was gone. For a song, your friend, it's just the means to an end. How I wish I could take you along, but I'll take it all on faith. You'll understand someday why I did all I did while I was gone. For a song, for a song. All right, thanks again so much. I still feel like the my monitor mix, my microphone is very, very hot, and I can't quite figure out where the problem is. Okay. Well, we'll see if that helps. All right, moving right along here with another original tune. This is Think of Me. are the good old days when life was big and wonderful, and love was just a silly game for two. We could run and play and spend our hours together, with no one else around but me and you. But I still see your silhouette beneath the fog of the window of the quarterback's car. My broken heart could only watch as he took you and branded you your first lover's scar. Now it's all of these years later, and the quarterback's long gone. I'm still alone in this little house, but I'm singing our old song. Do you ever think of all the times we look up at the stars, or our evenings at the cafe Watershed? Do you remember when we used to race out to the willow tree, or the endless nights just talking on your bed? Our youth and our simplicity. Do you ever think of me? When he came along, he swept me off my feet. I should have known the trouble he would lead me in. We would talk for a little while, then he'd just sit back and smile. A sweet talker's words can crawl under my skin. Then one night I let it happen. I had known what I had done. Behind your back and right in front of you, we couldn't last too long. Do you ever think of all the times we'd look up at the stars, or our evenings at the cafe Watershed? Do you remember when we used to race out to the willow tree, or the endless nights just talking on your bed? Our youth and our simplicity. Do you ever think of me? I can't count the times that I have said I'm sorry to you in my mind. But I never got the chance to say I love you. Just one time. Now it's all of these years later, and the quarterback's long gone. I'm still alone in this little house, but I'm singing our old song. 'Cause I always think of all the times we'd look up at the stars, and our evenings at the cafe Watershed. And I remember when we used to race out to the willow tree, and all the endless nights just talking on my bed. I love you and I miss you, and I still think of you. Do you ever think of me? All right, thanks again so much. Always a pleasure to have you all here with me tonight. I'm going to tune this guitar a little bit different. All right, so this is a Bob Dylan song. The guitar arrangement for this song was done by Martin Simpson, which I absolutely love, and I've worked really hard over the years to be able to replicate it. I still haven't entirely succeeded in that endeavor, but still worth a try. And it really adds a nice little twist to the theme of tonight's show. I almost had it. Oh, I'm sailing away, my own true love. I'm sailing away in the morning. There's something I can send you from across the sea for the place that I'll be landing. No, there's nothing you can send me, my own true love. There's nothing I'm wishing to be holding. You can just carry yourself back to me unspoiled from across that lonesome ocean. But I just thought you might long want something fine, made of silver or of golden, either from the mountains of Madrid or from the coast of Barcelona. But if I had the stars from the darkest night, the diamonds from the deepest ocean, I would forsake them all for your sweet kiss. That's all I'm wishing to be owning. Might be gone. There's such a long, long time, and it's only this I am asking. Is there something I can send you to remember me by, to make your time more easy passing? But how can you ask me again? You know it only brings me sorrow for the same thing I would want today, I would want again tomorrow. I got a letter on a lonesome day from her ship sailing, saying, I don't know when I'll be coming back again. It depends on how I'm feeling. But if you, my love, must think that way, well, I'm sure your mind is roaming, and I'm sure your thoughts, they are not with me, with the country to where you're going. So take heed of the western wind, take heed of the stormy weather. And yes, there is something you can send back to me, Spanish boots of Spanish leather. Yes, there is something you can send back to me, Spanish boots or Spanish leather. All right, thanks again. I'm going to switch over to the other guitar for the rest of the set. Big thanks to all of you who are joining me tonight, have come out here tonight to join me. I'm going to do another original song for you next. This is Our Satisfaction. All righty. I forget how this song applies to tonight's theme of Away from Home. But because I thought I was doing good with that one tonight, but nonetheless, doesn't really matter that much. Some people like to hit the town on a Saturday night, from a swagger to a swoon. They dance and drink till the wee hours of the morning light to some new familiar tune. But with you I can rest easy, dance alone to our hearts beating as one. 'Cause we got our own song and it goes sha la 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 la, sha la 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 la, sha la 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 la, sha la 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 la. Some people like to hit up God on a Sunday morning with Jesus on their tongue, their hands wide open and arms reaching towards the sky, singing to a worship song. But you and me, we step outside and listen to the birds perched on a tree. That's all the worship I will ever need. Sha-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la. Sha-la-la-la-la-la-la-la. Sha-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la. Sha-la-la-la-la-la-la-la. Some people like to hit the road in the early hours on just about any day. We chase the sun until it sets above our heads, and a campfire makes its way. So me and you and all our friends, we come together, souls in hand. We tell our stories, share reactions. It's where we get our satisfaction. Sha-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la. Sha-la-la-la-la-la-la-la. Sha-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la. 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 Sha-la-la-la-la-la-la. All right, thanks again so much. I'm going to play an Ellis Paul song for you next that applies to our theme of Away from Home. This song is about a real person whose mission, I think it was, just to be away from home. What he had long considered his home. I'm sure you've heard of him. He's become kind of a folk figure in popular culture. There was a movie about him called Into the Wild. It's about Christopher McCandless. Was out on the highway smiling, a mystic in torn blue jeans. The kid left his trust fund to come out walking. He hitched across this country with a backpack and a head full of dreams. Could have sworn he heard the earth a-talking. Sometimes he said, don't it feel like the concrete's closing in? putting bricks on the horizon. Now was he chasing fool's gold on a holy man, walking a dirt road till the end? Well, I hitched a ride with Chris McCandless. I stepped in the wild of a dream. The horizon in South Dakota was an ocean of harvest grain. In a dusty silo, we found work for the taking. We'd hitched up from California, but he never told me his real name. Never told me what past he was out here shaking. We're all shaking something, and sometimes he said, don't it feel like technology's closing in? Raising towers on the horizon. Was he chasing fool's gold or a holy man, walking a dirt road till the end? Well, I hitched a ride with Chris McCandless. I stepped in the wild of a dream. A stone, a path, a river of glass. The night sky, can you see stars from wherever you are, wherever you are? In a broken school bus, they found him in the heart of the Alaska Range. The journey ends when the heart stops beating. Our time is so fleeting. Are you chasing fool's gold or holy man, walking a dirt road till the end? Well, I hitched a ride with Chris McCandless. I stepped in the wild with Chris McCandless, and I felt alive with Chris McCandless. I was wide awake in the dream. All right, thanks again. That was The Ballad of Chris McCandless by Ellis Paul. Move right along here to an old song from the 70s that kind of falls in the same category of Boots of Spanish Leather, I think. At least in some way it does. It's about somebody who wants their significant other to come back home. This is Please Come to Boston. Please come to Boston for the springtime. I'm staying here with some friends and they've got lots of room. You can sell your paintings on the sidewalk, buy a cafe where I hope to be working soon. Please come to Boston, she said no. Or would you come home to me? She said, hey rambling boy, why don't you settle down? Boston ain't your kind of town. There ain't no gold and there ain't nobody like me. I'm the #1 fan of the man from Tennessee. Please come to Denver with the snowfall. We'll move up into the mountains so far that we can't be found, and throw I love you echoes down the canyon, and then lie awake at night till they come back around. Please come to Denver, she said no. Boy, would you come home to me? She said, hey rambling boy, why don't you settle down? Denver ain't your kind of town. There ain't no gold and there ain't nobody like me. I'm the #1 fan of the man from Tennessee. Now this drifter's world goes round and round, and I doubt that it's ever gonna stop. But of all the dreams I've lost or found, and all that I ain't got, I still need to lean to somebody I can sing to. Please come to LA to live forever. A California life alone is just too hard to build. I live in a house that looks out over the ocean, and there are some stars that fell from the sky and living up on the hill. Please come to LA, she just said no. Boy, would you come home to me? She said, hey rambling boy, why don't you settle down? LA can't be your kind of town. There ain't no gold and there ain't nobody like me. No, no, I'm the #1 fan of the man from Tennessee. I'm the #1 fan of the man from Tennessee. All right, thanks again. That was Please Come to Boston by Dave Loggins. Great song. One of my dad's favorite songs, actually. He was my inspiration to sing that song, as many songs. This is a song that kind of has a melancholy theme to this tune. It's one of the most respected songs that I get to play. It's a song by Richard Shindell. And I admire it from a songwriter's point of view. It is a song written from the point of view of a storyteller, and every person that every character in the story is sung about in the third person. But he's writing about this song to kind of demonstrate his concept of writing songs and his motivation for writing specifically sad songs like this one. Because, yeah, it tells a tragic and heartbreaking story. But he said it didn't really have to be that way. I could have done something completely different with this song and made it a happy song, but I didn't want to. And I like to take that into consideration whenever I'm writing a song where the story is ending up in kind of a tragic direction, and seeing, ultimately, this is my song, this is my story, and I do whatever I want with it. That's basically what Richard Shindell is saying in this song. This is called Bye Bye. One year to the day, her father's in the garden. He keeps it as it was, the way she went away. On every life some rain must fall. That doesn't mean we let the roses go. 1 year to the day, her mother's in the kitchen. She calls him from the back door, "Come, love, have some tea." It takes a bit of getting used to, only setting out 2 places. Could I bring her back to them with a few strokes of this fountain pen? All's forgiven, start again. I could put her in a taxi, idling at the corner, working up her nerve and wondering what she'll say. Regretting how she left that morning, recalling how they both were snoring. I could bring her back to them with a few strokes of this fountain pen. All's forgiven, start again. That man from the motor trade ran off with a meter maid. Roses wild have spilled into the alley. The back door's off the hinges, grass grown tall. 10 years to the day and counting. That little note she wrote, that's all she wrote. I could bring her back to them with a few strokes of this fountain pen. All's forgiven, start again. I could bring her back to them, but that's not how this story ends. As is written, so it is. Bye bye. Thanks again. That was Bye Bye by Richard Shindell. You know, Richard Shindell once said, the sadder the song, the happier I am. So I guess that's the best example that I can think of in that particular case. My mother came to Hazard when I was just 7. Even then, the folks in town said with prejudiced eyes, that boy is not right. 3 years ago when I came to know Mary, first time that someone looked behind the rumors and the lies, saw the man inside. We used to walk down by the river. She loved to watch the sun go down. We used to walk along the river and dream our way out of this town. No one understood what I felt for Mary. No one cared until the night she went walking all alone, and she never came home. A man with a badge came knocking next morning. Here was I, surrounded by 1,000 fingers suddenly pointed right at me. I swear I left her by the river. I swear I left her safe and sound. I need to make it to the river and leave this old Nebraska town. I think about my life gone by and how it's done me wrong. There's no escape from me this time. All of my rescues are gone, long gone. I swear I left her by the river. I swear I left her safe and sound. I need to make it to the river and leave this old Nebraska town. I swear I left her by the river. I swear I left her safe and sound. Oh, I need to make it to the river and leave this old Nebraska town. All right, that song was called Hazard by Richard Marx. It was a hit for him back in 1992 or so. And I think that's the best song he ever wrote, as far as I know. Here's a song that has a little bit of a happier feeling to it. This is 39. In the year of 39, assemble here the volunteers. In the days when the lands were few, and the ship sailed out into the blue and sunny morn, the sweetest sight ever seen. And the night followed day, and the storytellers say that the scar brave souls inside, for so many lonely days, sailed across the milky seas, ne'er looked back, never feared, never cried. Don't you hear my call, though you're many years away? Don't you hear me calling you? Write your letters in the sand for the day I take your hand in the land that our grandchildren knew. In the year of 39 came a ship in from the blue. The volunteers came home that day, and they bring good news of a world so newly born, though their hearts so heavily weigh. For the earth is old and gray, to a new home we'll away. But my love, this cannot be. For so many years have gone, now I'm older, but hear your mother's eyes from your eyes cry to me. Don't you hear my call, though you're many years away? Don't you hear me calling you? Write your letters in the sand for the day I take your hand in the land that our grandchildren knew. Don't you hear my call, though you're many years away? Don't you hear me calling you? All your letters in the sand cannot heal me like your hand, for my life's still ahead. Pity me. Thanks again so much. Always a pleasure. I'm going to play, we're running late tonight, but I am going to play two more songs for you and come back in here. Do one more song that's a little bit dreary, and then, of course, we'll end on our usual high note. This is a song I first heard from Tom Rush. It's about... once again, back to our theme, away from home. This is about a child, a young adult, I should say, going out on his own for the very first time. This is Child's Song. Goodbye, Mama. Goodbye to you too, Pa. Little sister, you'll have to wait a while to come along. Goodbye to this house and all its memories. We just got too old to say you were wrong. Got to make one last trip to my bedroom. I guess I'll have to leave some stuff behind. It's funny how the same old crooked pictures just don't seem the same to me tonight. There ain't no use in shedding lonely tears, mama. Ain't no use in shouting at me, pa. I can live no longer with your fears, mama. I love you, but that hasn't helped at all. Each of us must do the things that matter. All of us must see what they can see. It was long ago, you must remember, that you were once as young and scared as me. I don't know how hard it is yet, mama, when you realize you're growing old. I know how hard it is not to be younger. I know you've tried to keep me from the cold. Thanks for all you've done. It may sound hollow. Thank you for the good times that we've known. But I must find my own road now to follow. You will all be welcome in my home. I got my suitcase, I must go now. I don't mind about the things you said. I'm sorry, Mom, I don't know where I'm going. Remember, little sister, look ahead. Tomorrow I'll be in some other sunrise. Maybe I'll be someone at my side. Mama, give your love back to your husband. Father, you have taught me well. Goodbye. Goodbye, Mama. Goodbye to you too, Pa. All right, thanks again so much for joining me tonight. That was Away From Home. Hope you enjoyed our show tonight. Let me pull up the ticker tape now so that I don't forget later. Which one is it? It's this one, right? Yep. Okay. All right, thanks again so much. It's always a great pleasure. Let me let you know what's going to be going on as time goes on here. We do have... I don't have any gigs this weekend, but next Tuesday for the live stream is going to be a Patreon exclusive stream. So if you're interested in attending that, you have to become a member at Patreon, which is available right here in the top left QR code. If you just scan that with your phone, it'll take you to the Patreon website, and you can see about becoming a member for as little as $1 a month. Which means that the next public stream won't be until November 7th. I'm not sure exactly what the theme will be. I have 2 weeks to figure it out. But we will be there. We'll be back here again in 2 weeks instead of one. But nonetheless, thank you all so much for being here. The next live gig I got is on November 4th. It's going to be at Dubco Acres right here in Warwick, New York, with my singing partner, Ronnie. This is her first gig as a newlywed, which I'm very, very excited about. And no, her wedding doesn't count for those of you who were there. But nonetheless, that's where I'm going to be. So next Tuesday is the Patreon exclusive live stream. The next show is at Dubco with Ronnie on November 4th. And the next public stream is on November 7th. So I hope you can join us for those. So now I'm going to close out the way I usually do with how you say goodbye. Thanks again so much for being here, everybody, and I'll see you next time. The bases are loaded. I bow down to the floor. A single shot on this green plot is all I'm asking for. September is faded, no room for wanting more. My sad goodbye that's spoken through this stadium ensures. The temple is floating, the cheers sound much too good. The backyard sales of tallest tales is far too understood. I'm taking my chances with a slightly crooked grin and a fire in my eyes, a timely telling sin. If the pitch comes in over the plate, just the right speed and perfectly straight, the swing of the bat and it cracks and the crowd goes wild. It's a long line drive to dead center field. It's over the wall and the legacy sealed. That, my friends, is how you say goodbye. So many moments, but none to save the day. I never had that chance, but that's the price I had to pay. But now I am grounded. The fans ignite the flame, and the lightning says straight road ahead to glory and to fame. When the pitch comes in over the plate, just the right speed and perfectly straight, the swing of the bat and it cracks and the crowd goes wild. It's a long line drive to dead center field. It's over the wall and the legacy sealed. That, my friends, is how you say goodbye. Oh, this face looks better than a morning glory bloom, but I've struck out way more times. You can't fit in this old room, and that as I turn to leave, I'll find a strength I'll never tell. So I'm climbing up the down escalator for one last kiss farewell. And the pitch comes in over the plate, just the right speed and perfectly straight. The swing of the bat and it cracks and the crowd goes wild. It's a long line drive to dead center field. It's over the wall and the legacy's sealed. And that, my friends, is how you say goodbye. Oh, and that, my friends, is how I say goodbye. All right, thank you all so much. It's always a pleasure to get to play for you guys, and always great to see you. Thanks so much, those of you who joined us in the chat. Thank you to Kat. Thank you to my mother, of course. Thank you to Joe Aiken. Thank you to Lizzie Armstrong, who joined us from YouTube tonight. Thank you to Ginny Bauer-Fisher, who joined us from Southwest Florida. Always a pleasure to have you on here. And thank you so much to all of you for being here. One more reminder, next Tuesday is the Patreon exclusive live stream. Hope you can join us for that. The next live show is going to be at Dubco Acres in Warwick, New York with Ronnie on November 4th. More information can be found on my website about that show. And the next public live stream is going to be 2 weeks from now on November 7th. So I hope you can join us for that. Always a great pleasure to have you all with us here on these shows. And this is once again the show that I was supposed to do earlier in the month, but had to back out of due to some pretty serious sound problems that I did end up fixing, hopefully. But nonetheless, thank you all so much for being here tonight. It's been a great pleasure, and I hope to see you all on Patreon next week and here on Facebook and YouTube in 2 weeks. Peace and love, you guys. Take care.